This week on The Real Housewives of Potomac.
G's baby. You in fact knew when we were in Panama and you were painting him like a nut. So you can come at my character all you want, but I stand in my grace.
He wasn't ready to discuss the paternity
Welcome back to the We're going to be talking about the new episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 15. Let's get right into this. Okay, you guys, this was actually a pretty good episode. Well, anything compared to last week's episode is a good episode, but I actually enjoyed this one. So we begin seeing little clips of the women. Karen and Ray went to go golf together. Gizelle is with her 3 daughters. Grace is giving the twins some advice on college. And then we see Ashley. She's going to be hosting an event. Ashley says that she's always loved music and dancing. She loves singing. Loving and being good at something is not the same. It's not the same, but she loves it. So she appreciates the drag, like drag queens, and because it incorporates many things that she likes. So y'all know originally a drag queen is like a man who's dressing up as a woman, but for this event that Ashley's doing, she's going to be doing what they call the drag king, where it's women dressing up as men. And she's going to be performing, and she's inviting all the ladies, some family members, and even Josh. So that's what she's getting ready to do. Then we see Kriana at her beauty spa. Gizelle goes over. She has a really good friend whose name is Cal. And Cal has been friends with Kay for a long time as well. So Gizelle feels that anyone that's good friends with Cal is a good person. So Wendy also goes. Poor Wendy, as soon as she got there, she got a flat tire, literally getting to the spa. So they're all sitting down, eating a little bit, talking, and Kay said something about a surgery that her boyfriend Greg had to have. Gizelle then asks if Kay will change her last name if they get married, because her brand, her business, the name of it literally is Kriana Stewart. She says that no, like her business, that will never change, but she would probably like to hyphenate her last names. But Kay says that Greg doesn't like that idea at all, and that he's very firm on not liking that. I wonder why he feels like that. Like, if I got married, I would like there to be a hyphenation happening. But yeah, I wonder what that's about. So then they talk about Karen. Gizelle thinks that Karen is very stressed because she's seen Karen losing weight. She hasn't been eating as much, and she's been sleeping a little bit longer than usual. Gizelle says that she's worried, but then Kay says, oh, those are the most Ozempic side effects. Listen, I don't think Karen needs Ozempic, but all these people on TV be taking it, so maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe she is on an Ozempic, and maybe she is stressed. Wendy then says that she struggles a little bit on how to approach Karen's issue, because, you know, on the one hand, she's concerned and she wants to ask, but in the other one, she doesn't want to be seen as if she's overstepping. Then Wendy gets a call from the people that they're outside fixing the tire, and she's like, okay, thank you. And the man says, you're welcome, love. Oh. So the next scene was interesting. Gordon and Ray meet up at a restaurant, and they're talking about the weather, global warming, essentially. Gordon asks Ray how it's going, and Ray says, you know, it's been a lot, but he says that Karen got her new car. And then Gordon talks about co-parenting, and he says that it's actually been going good. Ray says, oh, well, I heard that there was some issue with you taking the kids somewhere. You know, he's talking about what happened when the girls were at Panama. And Gordon says, well, yeah, the kids were with Iyke, and I didn't feel comfortable having the kids there, so I took them somewhere with people that I knew, so I would be more comfortable. And, you know, I'm actually on Gordon's side on this. Gordon says that he doesn't really trust Iyke, and it's obviously going to be hard to get along with him, given the fact that when him and Mia were married, Iyke and Mia were having, you know, several infidelities. Gordon also talks about the paternity drama. Remember, it was a crazy conversation about whether Jeremiah might be Iyke's son. Well, Gordon says that he actually took the test, and the paternity test has been out for a while, and it said that he is the father. Gordon is the father. Gordon also says that he has talked to Mia about the idea of not even getting a divorce. I really like this scene because these are actually grown men having serious conversations. And as we get throughout the episode, you'll see how this actually had a lot to do with what we're going to talk about. So the next scene is Stacey. She's meeting with an attorney because she recently realized that she really needs to be careful and make sure that things are done in a way that are beneficial when it comes to her divorce. So she says that she does want alimony, but not child support because he already buys their daughter everything. And the lawyer says, yeah, but, things change when you are officially divorced. What if he meets someone else? What if he has another family and wants to stop providing for your daughter? And Stacey says, oh, no, that would never happen. He always takes care of her and he always will. And the lawyer says, but think about it this way. Just like with alimony that you're asking for, it's going to be, you're going to be ensured that he will provide for you. The child support will guarantee that he will provide for the child. So why not, have both? Listen, I like Stacey, but she's too grown to be this naive. We then see Gizelle with her daughters go to the Container Store. So Gizelle really wants to instill in them the importance of money and generational wealth. I thought it was really interesting. In her confessional, Gizelle starts talking about her resume, which have we heard before? I feel like we haven't. She starts talking about doing marketing with Sally Mae, NAACP, Johnson & Johnson. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. So she is still trying to fix the problem with her father, with her father's will. She says that there's a fraudulent one, so she's still working on fixing that. And she's also going to buy an investment home for the girls near their school. They also talk about a Christmas tree because every year Giselle's dad will take them to go buy a real Christmas tree. And this year will be the first one that they won't have him here, but they will still continue the tradition. All right, so moving along, another TJ and Stacey scene. I kind of rolled my eyes at the beginning of the scene. TJ says that he's happy they are here because they don't really ever do anything, and he asks, like, why is that? And Stacey says that it's because she's still not divorced. Stacey then reveals that, she spoke to her ex-husband recently, and apparently he's going to be moving from the house that they all live in. TJ says, well, does this mean I'll be able to go to the house? And she pretty much says no. She feels like it's too soon. I mean, this is her family home where her daughter lives, so, which I totally understand. But TJ says that he feels like Stacey is hiding him. And Stacey doesn't feel like that. She says, you're my best friend. Like, what do you want me to do? And TJ says, I want you to tell people that we're dating. She then tells him that it's not that simple to move that quickly when you've been married for so long and all this stuff. He then grabs her hands and says that he does have her back. And if she needs time, he will be there for her. She won't be there by herself. And he's kind of like crying. They hug and they kiss. I actually kind of like this scene. It's kind of the first time they've actually seemed like a couple. I thought it was genuine. I know there were some people who didn't think that, but I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was a genuine, nice scene. So then we see Karen and Ray. So Karen is telling him about this drag king thing that she's going to. Ray does say that he's been noticing Karen's been wearing very short dresses lately. She says, oh, baby, that's for you. So here's the thing. Ray tells Karen what he and Gordon spoke about. Ray tells her how basically Gordon told them that he has the kids practically all the time. Mia leaving town and him getting the kids who were with Iyke was because they were with Iyke, not because he's crazy. And Karen is shocked. Ray says he also shares the news about the paternity test and that Gordon is the father. And this is shocking to Karen because the narrative that Mia has been painting all season long may not be the truth. She might be a liar, which we've all been knowing. So it is then the day for the event. The women didn't actually dress masculine. The only one that did was Ashley. Also, I gotta say this. Kriana. She is way too pretty to be dealing with Greg. I'm sorry. She's just gorgeous. She should be having men like sending her their private jets. Instead, she's dealing with Greg, who won't propose. And she shares with the ladies that she's feeling a little sad that her and Greg have been having issues. And she says that honestly, it has a lot to do with this show. He doesn't like her being on it. He doesn't like him being on it either. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand his perspective. Not everyone likes to be filmed. I think that he should support her, though, just like she supports him. And I don't think he realizes that him not wanting to be a participant, he's really blocking a blessing from her. Because to be a full-time housewife? Like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? The ladies all begin to arrive, and Gizelle and Wendy tell Karen that they are concerned for her, and then they say that they heard she was on Ozempic. And Karen starts to say a whole bunch of BS. Oh, her family's diabetic, the Ozempic is a preventative measure to prevent diabetes. Really? Listen, I've always been a fan of the Grand Dame, but lately, after this whole DUI thing, it's so, like, I, I'm I'll be like catching on to her BS even more than before. So the last ones to arrive are Mia and Jacqueline, and as soon as Mia gets there, Karen says to Gizelle, "Please come, I need to tell you something." She says, "Remember when we were at Panama and Mia had that big drama over the kids? Yeah, that's not how it went down. He has custody as well. He is also the father of the son, and the divorce is on pause." The lies, the lies, the lies. And Gizelle says, "Oh, we're gonna go talk to her about this now." So Mia actually looked pretty, not going to lie. They all did. They all look great. But this is where I can definitely appreciate the Gizelle and Karen friendship. So Gizelle loses no time. She says, "Mia, I just talked to Karen about what Gordon said to Ray, and it appears that you have been lying." Mia says, "Lying about what?" And Gizelle says, "About everything. The kids, the divorce, the custody. You are a liar." So they decide to go outside because it was too loud inside. And then Mia goes off on Karen. She's like, "Stop worrying about my life. Worry about your DUI, you being drunk, you getting any D that you can, and effing other men." Karen says that she then says to the whole group that Gordon said that Mia, there was a month where she only watched the kids 5 days, and he watched them the entire month. He also said that the only reason he took the kids is because he didn't want them with ink. And then here's the big one, that Mia has been knowing for a long time that Gordon got that paternity test and that he is the father, but she's been holding it back to paint him as a crazy man. Jacqueline then starts going in there trying to defend Mia. She sounds like a fool. For some reason, Kriana was defending Mia though, and then Mia just walks away. And that's where the episode ends. Oof, I'm telling you, this was actually a pretty good episode. Now here's the thing. What Mia was saying at the end, they were telling Karen to worry about her life and her DUI and her side pieces. Is all that true? Yes, but that's not the point at issue right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't deflect. You were caught lying, and I'm glad Gordon exposed her. And the funny thing is, I don't think he was trying to do it. I think it just naturally happened, which I kind of love. So hey guys, not shocking at all, not surprised. We all know Mia is a liar, but yeah, I'm looking forward to see how this will continue. You guys, let me know what your thoughts were about this episode and about the things that we discovered. Were you surprised? Let me know. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.